Freedom is here. Liberation has arrived.
My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day. This is one of the most important days, in my opinion, in American history. With today's action, we are finally going to be able to make America great again, greater than ever before.
On the 2nd of April 2025, Donald Trump finally delivered his long-promised Liberation Day. Except the only thing being liberated is money from your wallet. That's right, folks. While Trump was busy declaring Liberation Day in America in the Rose Garden, he was busy slapping the biggest tax increase on American consumers since World War II.
This is one of the most important days, in my opinion, in American history. Jobs and factories will come roaring back into our country, and you see it happening already. We will supercharge our domestic industrial base. We will pry open foreign markets and break down foreign trade barriers.
Supercharge. More like super tax. What Trump didn't mention is that his grand liberation plan means American families will pay thousands more for everything from cars to computers to clothes. So let's break down this tariff tsunami, shall we?
Foreign nations will finally be asked to pay for the privilege of access to our market, the biggest market in the world.
First, a 10% baseline tariff on everything imported to the United States. Every single thing. But wait, there's more. Trump's reciprocal tariffs add extra taxes on specific countries. China, 34%.
We're going to be charging a discounted reciprocal tariff of 34%. I think, in other words, they charge us, we charge them.
European Union, 20%.
You think of European Union, very friendly. They rip us off. It's so sad to see. It's so pathetic. 39%, we're going to charge them 20%.
Japan, 24%.
Japan, 46%. They would charge us 46% and much higher for certain items like cars.
Vietnam, a whopping 46%.
We're going to charge them 46% tariff.
And don't forget the 25% tariff on all foreign cars and auto parts that kicks in tomorrow.
Effective at midnight, we will impose a 25% tariff on all foreign-made automobiles.
I'm sure that Trump's boss, Elon Musk, is very happy about that one, perhaps even hoping that it will save Tesla's torturous descent into the depths. Between you and me, and everyone that understands anything about the economy, it won't. But maybe that will make up for the 20+ million that he spent trying to win the Wisconsin election. So much for interference, huh? But it still didn't work. Good job.
Wisconsins stood up and said loudly that justice does not have a price. Our courts are not for sale.
Or, you know, the 25% tariff on all steel and aluminium, that's aluminum to my allies from afar, imports he already imposed last month. Or the 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico from February. Tariffs on top of tariffs for everyone, especially allies. So, not Russia. But look, I know that you're worried. I know that you see this as a tax on you, because it is, but don't worry. Trump insists that this is all about liberation.
This is Liberation Day.
Liberation from what exactly, you might be thinking? Affordable goods? Yeah, pretty much.
For years, hardworking American citizens were forced to sit on the sidelines as other nations got rich and powerful, much of it at our expense. But now it's our turn to prosper.
Our turn to prosper. Big words coming from a man who made only 39 false claims per day in the final year of his first term. So you're going to have to excuse me, but I'd prefer to go with actual economists when it comes to this, right? Let's see what they claim. The Yale University Budget Lab projects that the tariffs will cost the average American household between $3,400 and $4,200 extra annually. That is extraordinary. Wow, and you thought that eggs were going to be the problem. Goldman Sachs anticipates economic growth could collapse to just 1% by the end of 2025, with a 1 in 3 chance of recession. Gee, that prosperity sure feels a lot like pain. For nothing. It's pointless. No one wins in a trade war, especially with your allies.
This is Liberation Day.
But don't worry. Again, don't worry. Listen, if I've learned anything from MAGA, it's this. You mustn't ever, under any circumstance, let the facts get in the way. Okay, the facts are woke. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt assures us
April 2nd, 2025 will go down as one of the most important days in modern American history.
And she's right, just not in the way that she thinks. This will go down as the day that Trump launched the most economically self-destructive policy since Herbert Hoover's tariffs helped trigger the Great Depression. And how are the US's supposed allies responding to Trump's liberation?
Go yourself.
I just want to say, by the way, before I get to this part, I love the United States. You're not my enemy. I know that some of you need to hear this from people. You need to hear it from people in Britain, people that are Canadian. We know it's not your fault. And we know that you're just as frustrated, if not more, by this utter circus, okay? But here's the responses so far. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney called it a direct attack on Canadian labour.
They are all unjustified, unwarranted, and in our judgment, misguided.
Promising counter tariffs that will have impact in the United States with minimal impact here in Canada. I just want to say, so far, been really impressed with what he's done so far. Just saying, you know what, Trump? Go fuck yourself. The European Commission announced retaliatory tariffs on 28 billion of US goods. And in typical fashion, they're not interested in the stupid politics. It's just a factual statement. We're reliable. We're a good trade bloc. If you want to play stupid games, sadly, your people will win stupid prizes.
This is Liberation Day.
Japan, China, Mexico, they are all hitting back. So much for making deals and winning, hey? This isn't deal making. This is global economic arson. It's like Trump knows that he's in his last years and he wants the rest of the Western world to experience it. But who knows, maybe that is the art of the deal.
The art of the deal.
But here's the most hilarious part about Trump's grand liberation plan. It's a direct contradiction of everything he promised to voters.
President Trump made a promise to Americans to bring down the price of eggs, and he intends to keep it. That's why, to teach these dumb mother cluckers a lesson, he just ordered a 25% tariff on all chickens.
Remember when he vowed to make America richer, to lower prices, to ease financial burdens on working families? Well, now he says he doesn't care if prices go up. He's broken his promise. Broken promises from Donald Trump. I am shook if I tell you. I'm so shook if I never expected this. I just, wow. The truth is, Trump's Liberation Day is the biggest con since Trump University.
Trump University. Yes, we have run into some hiccups.
It's a massive tax hike that will crush the working class disguised as economic patriotism. The stock market has lost nearly $5 trillion in value since February. And this is the worst quarter since the COVID-19 pandemic. Just wow.
Wow.
So how is this making America great again? Who exactly is being liberated here? Not American factory workers who will face massive job losses when manufacturing costs skyrocket and export markets vanish. Not American consumers about to be hit with a $3,400 plus annual tax hike that they never voted for. That's game over for people that already can't afford to put food on the table.
President Trump will never stop choking the chicken.